Hello, Resilience family. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're listening later, thank you very much. Today, we going down the health path, guys. We going down the path to get the physical body right. We always talking about the mind. Yes, it's very important, but this all connects. It all connects. And today, OMG, I'm very, very excited and grateful that he's gracing my platform, guys, to talk to you guys. We have Justin Moore here, guys. He's the co-founder, the CEO of Agoge. Did I say that right?
You did. You nailed it. Perfect.
OMG. I've been practicing that. Y'all don't understand these words. But as my audience know, Justin, I don't edit my stuff. I talk.
That's how life is. So that's how life works, right?
Yes.
If you're gonna go backwards and edit anything. So
look, I'm not one of those. I'll try to take out tidbits for marketing, but that's about it. So Justin, let's start out with you telling us, the audience, who you are.
Yeah, I'm Justin Moore, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Agoge. Yes. A kid that would join the Air Force when I was 17 and went to college on the GI Bill, lived in Germany and traveled the world. Went to college on the like I said, marketing. I've done a lot of things in a lot of different areas. I'm a father. I have a daughter who's 22. Made staff sergeant in the Air Force. I used to be a gym mechanic. So I used to I'm good at fixing things, and went on to do my MBA in entrepreneurship. And since then, launched a few different ventures. And Agoge is my new venture, but my new 3-year-old venture.
Nice. So you're a problem solver. That's what it seems like your life added up to. You're a problem solver.
Yeah. I had this epiphany the other day. I had a conversation and someone's like, you like fixing things. And I was like, yeah, I really do. I really do like fixing things. And when you see things and as an entrepreneur, you want to fix them, right? So you're like, I bet I could fix that. I wonder if I could turn that into a business. I wonder if we could turn that into a business that could be sustainable. I wonder if we could turn that into a business that's sustainable and healthy and we could be proud of, and it's cool and it's my passion. And that's where Agoge came from.
That's wow. I'm sorry, I'm sitting there having my aha moment. Very good. Very
looked at 100 different things and from 100 different angles, and it was like a checklist. And the first couple of times I did startups, it was like, I think this can make some money. And this one is like, I think I can make this one really work. And if the money comes, the money comes.
Right.
This needs to be done. And we're not going to stop until it's done. And that's right. Seems like it was the paradigm shift on that.
Very good. And it's just about freedom. I don't know. I'm still like climbing that, entrepreneur mountain, trying to get to that freedom. Because the world knows, hopefully, but I still have a 9-to-5, but it's dear to my heart. I mentor kiddos for a company. They actually pay me to mentor kids. I was just like, that blew my mind. But anyway,
awesome.
Yeah, it did. I was like, wow, these people, okay, I'll be on board, but I'm climbing that entrepreneurship, mountain. I'm climbing that ladder. So that takes me to, what is resilience to you? What does it mean to you?
Resilience is basically being able to respond to adversity, right? You have to be resilient. As an entrepreneur, you have to be resilient. As dealing as a mentor with children, you have to be resilient. I'm sure there's a lot of things they open up and, it gets to you, right? And so life in general, you have to be resilient, right? You know, everything is how you respond, so much as you don't have control. A lot of times we think we have so much control of things we don't. It'll absolutely make you crazy trying to worry about those things or control those. And you just have to roll with it. And resilience is, basically the determination if you're going to be happy or not in life.
Right.
If you don't have resilience, you're going to be miserable.
Exactly. You don't have that bounce back.
You're like, well, the bounce back is always, and this is something I've learned in a lifetime is when you're in a position, you've made mistakes and you're in pain. It's instead of saying, why is this happening to me? What's this trying to teach me? The only way to bounce back from that is, what's this trying to teach me?
Exactly.
It's the only thing you can do.
Self-reflection. Exactly. Now, speaking of this self-reflection, this takes me to your product, Agoge. Talk a little about it, what it is, and talk about if you guys, when you Google the site, they have I don't know, I'll call it your points of promise to the customer. I don't know, that's how I looked at it. I don't know, and
Yeah.
it empowered me when I was reading and going through your page.
Yeah.
Personal empowerment. I don't know, that really stuck with me. And then the last one, holistic nutrition. I was like, oh my God. I know it's kind of like a fad in the world, but I'm glad it's a fad. And I hope it sticks. I hope people is really registering what we just talked about before we get on. What you put in your body. You need to know what you're putting in your body. Okay. Mm-hmm. You talk about this product for me, please.
Yeah. I mean, hemp seeds, hemp as a protein, as a food, has, humans have consumed them for thousands of years. The Mesopotamians used them thousands of years ago. Mm-hmm. So let's call it a resilient product because it was used for, millennia, and then it was pushed underground, right? Mm-hmm. And now we have this, we're like, wait a second, why was this pushed underground? Right. We're understanding, there was just, things at work that didn't want hemp to be a major, because it could threaten different opportunities and different industries. But now we realize how clean it is and how safe it is and how amazing it is and how humans have been eating it for millennia. And it's like, wow, it became legal again only in 2018 under the Farm Bill. And since then, finding the right way to bring it to market where you have a hemp seed protein that is USDA organic, that's FDA approved, free of all 14 major allergens, doesn't cause any type of stomach issues or bloating or anything like that, because it's holistically made with 5 ingredients. We don't put 40 ingredients. One of the biggest things that, we have the issues with is when people put, 90 ingredients. We literally have 5 ingredients.
Very
right.
Good.
And so, and they're all organic. They're all certified organic. And so you don't have to have giant scoops of it. And when you take it, it's very, very pleasant, very light tasting. And a lot of the issue that people have too is that you may not have an allergy, like you have to take a shot from an EpiPen, but so many people have food intolerance. Yes. So it may not kill you or put you in the hospital, but it really makes you sick to your stomach. And so to your point about what people are putting in their body and holistic health, they're like, wait a second, why am I putting all this artificial stuff in my body? I need to put more organic things in my body. And as you do that and you start peeling back all the different, like drinking the sodas with the processed sugars, the dyes, all these unnatural chemicals that are a lot of times not legal in other countries, but they are in the US. You start to realize that holistically.
Pause right there for a sec. Since you went there just real fast, California is making it illegal now in what I think 2027. But anyway, just a footnote. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, they're starting to follow all the EU rules about taking the toxic stuff out of food.
Yes.
And so what happens, it lined up where I'm very health and fitness oriented, and I've always kind of had a challenge finding a protein that didn't really gross me out or upset my stomach. And then learning about hemp through a consulting gig I did about how much potential it has in our sustainable future. And it was kind of like, wow, a lot of the issue around hemp issues is that if it's CBD or is there THC. But we just have a protein that has no THC or CBD. We tested down to parts per billion. Now a USDA will be organic, FDA approved, and we can literally, that's why we call it everybody fuel, because it's got free of the major 14 allergens, and literally it's for everybody. And so here we've got a plant that when you grow it, it reduces greenhouse gases, it absorbs it, leaves oxygen, and it's better for the soil as a bumper crop. So we can actually grow something that helps clean our environment and provides food.
Wow. Now that's amazing. The earth needs that.
How cool is that, right? So it's like, wait a second, we get to do something sustainable, holistic for health, teach people about why they should be eating organic, more plant-based proteins, right? All at the same time. And then, there was this movie that I watched a few years ago, and it's called 300, and it's a movie about the Spartans. And it basically tells a story about how 300 people held up an army of 10,000 because they were protecting, their families and their homes. But when those Spartans grow up and they become a soldier, become a Spartan, they have to go through this process called Agoge. And so with the Agoge, we're all facing an Agoge. We're all overcoming a challenge. We're all, if it's losing weight, if it's, working on your health, if it's starting a business, maybe you lost a family member, whatever challenge it may be, that's your Agoge, right? You own that, and that's your empowerment. And this is why we fuel your Agoge. We put it around the top of the bag. So whatever that may be, it's your Agoge. This is an empowering way for everybody to have a good, healthy. So we want to embody that and encourage people like, hey, we've got a good solution for you. We've got a good way to power you, and it's your Agoge, right? And so, we talk about, Capital One says, what's in your wallet, right? What's your Agoge?
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to really get to understand what people's Agoges are and what their challenges are. And, obviously we're going to learn about the product and about, a sustainable, our future and our sustainable. We got 8 billion people in this world. We've got to find healthier ways to feed everyone.
I agree.
Right. And so if we can look forward and we can make stuff, synthetically and grow food. But if we look backwards to the ancients, they were using this for food 10,000 years ago.
Exactly.
Right. So maybe there's something to this. Right. So because, it really has changed my physical health personally. And so I can't, stop talking about it, because I've literally gone from 25% body fat to 8% body fat.
Wow.
At 45 years old. And a huge part of it was making sure I got my protein, and a good protein that was that didn't cause the issues in my stomach. Right.
Exactly. Not have all the hormones in it and doing stuff I don't know.
Exactly.
But just like I was talking to you earlier, that's what I'm dealing with, my gut health, trying to figure out what's going on, So I will. So much
of it is it's what you're putting in your body. It's the stuff we don't know about that we're getting in there.
And doing whatever is due, because your makeup of your body, it's not agreeing with something. That's what I know.
And I think lately in medicine, in the last 20, 30 years, we're constantly trying to treat a symptom and not the cause.
Exactly.
Right. It's kind of like, okay, well, let's not figure out what's really causing it. Let's just mask this one thing. Why does it hurt in the first place?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Let's not make a pill to make it numb, because then that's numb and then something else doesn't work. So that's where the holistic, to your whole point of the events you've been going to, holistic health, it's the mind and the body.
Yes, this is true. Going back to my gut crap that's happening. I did when I first got the pain, it's probably been 3 months ago. I just went to the urgent care, what is really happening. And of course, like you're saying, he just addressed the symptoms, take this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but it's been coming back. Keep coming back. And I actually just changed my whole doctor, and he welcomes the holistic. And he's like, I'm one of those that like to get to no medication. And that, when he said that, I was really shocked, first of all, because you're in this medical practice and I haven't, and I was just like, wow. So yeah, I am so excited for your product. I mean, I'm just excited for the product, because I do protein shakes. That'd be my replacement meals. And I'm ready to try this, something, like you're saying, 5 ingredients. You can actually read the label and know, okay, what flavors.
Got a matcha. So this was kind of like the unique color or flavor we wanted to do. And, we had such an excellent design team create these bags because we wanted to be more sustainable, not have the big plastic tubs.
Yeah.
So we have these amazing bags that, when you're done, they're really thin. So they take up, exceptionally much less room in it. And then this is matcha. And this is kind of one of the unique flavors in that matcha is so popular. Right. And some of the other, protein companies want to do really sweet, super sweet candy flavor. And we're so natural. We're just going to flavor things with natural things, which is organic matcha powder. And so that, and our chocolate, which is, raw cacao. So all of our ingredients are USDA certified organic, and then vanilla. And these colors are awesome.
I agree.
They really pop. We're so proud of them.
Look, I'm one of those. I might keep the bag and reuse it. That's just me.
Yeah. And even has good messaging on it, right? Where it's super empowering and very positive, because again, what we put into our body, we want to put positive things in our body, just like we want to put positive things into our mind, because it's what we live on. It's what we're made of. What we put into our mind is what we think about. We put into our bodies what it's
Exactly.
made of. And so if you change your mindset and you think about if, there's cells in my body made up of what I'm eating, are they made up of good protein and vegetables
Mhm.
and, good carbohydrates? Are they made of chemicals and fast food and these things? Because that's what your body is using to regenerate. And
Yeah.
so that kind of mind shift set I had a couple of years ago really changed my dieting, because I always worked out a lot, but never took the diet seriously. And that's where it changed for everything.
Right. And I just started that same path. It's crazy. I'm being more intentional now.
Exactly.
I hate it took me this long. Well, I kind of thought I was, because I knew my parents, all the heart issues, diabetes, all that stuff they had. I was like, all right, Dawn, they say it's hereditary. This stuff trinkle. You got to do what you do. But no, I say it, but I wasn't intentional about actually taking steps, those action steps. It's hard to change. I mean,
it is so, and the thing is, it's so hard to change, but it's also, there are a lot of, very, very intelligent and strong people that still can't change that. Like, it's kind of a barrier, and it's so difficult to overcome. And it's just like, once you kind of takes like the step of a 10,000 miles begins with the first step, right? It's just that one step. And I think getting overwhelmed, like, I've got to change all my entire life right now, or it's not going to work. And it's like, no, let's do one thing. Let's focus on today. Let's walk this morning. Let's walk 1 mile this morning. Right?
Yes.
Instead of having the Starbucks with all the sugary stuff in it, I'm going to have a lemon water. Right. One little change a day so that it doesn't overwhelm a person, and you can actually see the changes happen. Right. And it's measurable. You can notice it. Okay, I walked this today. And you do those tiny steps is how you can start and measure, because some people want to. Yeah. And it is tough, and change is always tough. You just have to embrace it.
It's exactly, because it is rewarding. I'm finally at 4 days a week. I go out, I do a walk and a light jog, because I'm totally out of shape. If I just go jog for it, baby, is somebody gonna find me on the slab? Okay.
Well, part of it too is that, as we're humans, right? And just 10,000 years ago, we were having to walk miles and miles and miles and miles a day to get food.
Yeah.
Right. So we spent, and I think it was somewhere around 20 or 30 miles a day, out trying to eat and stay survival. Yeah. And then now everything is beyond what kind of food. You go to a grocery store and it's any possible thing you want to. You don't have to exert the exercise to get the food. So people are just eating food, but they're not exerting it, and they wonder why they add the extra weight. And it's really difficult. And we haven't evolved as fast as technology. We're still kind of like,
no, I agree.
And the technology keeps getting faster.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like, wow, maybe slow down a little bit. Okay, what did we have to? We have to eat whole foods. We have to eat, things that are organic, things that don't have chemicals in them, because they do affect our hormones and our gut health and things like that.
I think that's a lot of those women issues. But I had to really encourage myself today, don't cook, because I was like, I'm hungry and I'm just looking around. It's like, you can't go, you can't do this, but cook. You got to cook.
And that's part of it is the only way to really know what you're eating is cooking your own meals.
Yes.
Right. Because people will go into a restaurant. Oh, I think that's pretty good.
That's me. That's me. I was one of those. And I was like, this is where your money going. It's a full circle, right? It's just a full circle to everything. So what's your Agoge? I'm sorry. It's just a full circle. Yep. When I met you and you brought this to me, explained to me, what it's about, what it is. I was just like, I don't know. It just put the bells on, the whistles, it just made my mind just start turning. I was like, oh my God. So thank you very much, because I live by this now. I really do. Yeah. And everything that I do. I asked on, what's your Agoge? Remember? Yeah. Seriously.
What's your Agoge, right? And it's a great way to start a conversation too. Like, if you're talking to someone and you can explain what it is, and you can just, what's your Agoge? Because we want to really make this more than just a protein company. We want to make it that this has a meaning and a purpose, right? Yeah. And a change in the food supply. People to understand, wow, we can really use these plants to do so many good things for healthy for us. And
Yes.
that's a great Agoge. And so my Agoge is this, or my Agoge is that. And so we just look forward to being able to hear thousands and hundreds of thousands of Agoges
Wow.
and to inspire other people about what they're dealing with. And so that really
So
helps fuel more Agoges.
exactly. So I just see commercials like, I just had a Bling into your future. I see a commercial and you all asking everybody what's your Agoge. I don't know. Anyway, that's just a vision that just came to me because
Be cool.
I believe you all's future is bright. I believe this is gonna just take off and just be amazing. A lot of collaborations. Blessings to you all. Seriously,
Thank you.
I'm getting this product because
Thank you.
I can spend it somewhere else and I can spend it here and you actually could see the ingredient. I know I'm still stuck on that, the 5 ingredients. I'm one of those now. I became a label reader.
It's good. I mean, you're taking the time to learn and understand. You're like, I'm being careful. I'm being, like you said, I'm being very cognizant of what I'm putting into my body.
Yes.
So it's important. Look at those ingredients.
Exactly.
You don't have, all I always say is you don't have to buy Agoge, but just look at the ingredients of the product you are buying. If there's more than 5.
I totally agree. And that goes back to you all being authentic, transparent as you have on your page. And I love that because that builds that trust factor, especially, with what's going to be your customer base, it keeps them coming back. Yep. It just keeps them. I'm just talking. But anyway, that's just what I see, sir. But again, I thank you for joining us. This is just awesome. I am really elated because when you all I'm like, oh, I met him. He talked. He was in my. I'm just saying, seriously. I'm still one of those. I get, just real giddy. But anyway.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Please keep throwing me emails when y'all do things. Seriously, if you do like a big launch or whatever, please keep me in the loop. I really appreciate it. I like to come out and support as much as I can. All right. Much greatness, much blessings to you, Justin, to you all, and y'all here, Father. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But thank you for your resilience, being on resilience, and keep doing what you do. Seriously, greatness, health. The world needs it. We really need. America needs this. Totally need this. So, guys. Oh, wait. Last words from you, Justin. Anything else you want to say?
Oh, fuel your Agoge.
Amen. Y'all, Agoge.life. Get there. All right. So, Resilience Family, thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for listening. What's your Agoge? Go check his site out. Get that protein powder. I know y'all out here. I know a lot of people are about to send us that way. But stay resilient. Stay safe, guys. All righty. Until next time, be blessed. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.